Kraken. The Kraken. There's a poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson about the Kraken, and it dates back to about the 1830s because there were stories by sailors sailing on their ships of their ships being attacked by a large octopus or squid-like creature. So we're starting to think that the Kraken may in fact be a giant squid. And Kraken says, below the thunders of the upper deep, far, far beneath in the abysmal sea, his ancient, dreamless, uninvaded sleep, the Kraken sleepeth, faintest sunlights flee. So the idea of a huge squid-like creature actually influenced a lot of different authors like Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft. So a very common theme, a lot of literature at the time. He has made cameos in a number of different movies. In Lord of the Rings, in the first one, before they go into the mines of Moria, the party gets attacked by a tentacled creature, and it almost grabs one of them. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, of course, by Jules Verne. The submarine gets attacked by a giant squid-like creature. Clash of the Titans, which you may have seen previews for recently, the remaking of the movie, also features a giant Kraken. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, has a Kraken in there, and he's guarding Davy Jones's locker. And Kraken, Tentacles of the Deep, is actually a made-for-TV movie that is fairly cheesy. Kraken rum, put a beast in your belly. This is black spiced rum, or a Caribbean rum. Comes in a very nice collectible box with Kraken tooth and ink. And on the website, krakenrum.com, it says, according to legend, the largest shipment of Caribbean black spiced rum was actually claimed by the Kraken. So that's why they've chosen to pay homage. It's offered by a company by the name of Proximo Beverages, and it's apparently coming to Canada very soon, so keep your eyes open for it. Cartoons and toys. The Simpsons love cryptozoology, and generally, I mean, they depict cryptids not as scary things, but, you know, something funny, something to be embraced. The first one here is actually from season 1 of The Simpsons, so quite a long time ago, episode 7, Homer goes into the woods, he gets attacked by bees and he has to dive into some mud, and then he gets mistaken for the Sasquatch. In season 10, much later on here, episode 21, Monty Burns goes to Loch Ness and drains the lake completely to try and capture Nessie, brings her back to Springfield where he shows her off to the audience, and she is so incredibly charming that he decides to make her a blackjack dealer in his casino. Scooby-Doo is a gold mine for cryptozoology. Here we've got That Snow Ghost, where Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Gang, they meet the abominable snowman. And then Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster, they go out to the loch and they have a couple run-ins. I think everybody more or less knows the formula of Scooby-Doo, where there's an old man and he's trying to prevent people from moving into his neighborhood, and so he tries to scare people away. But at the end, they always sort of leave it open-ended as to whether or not, you know, there really is a Loch Ness Monster or not. So it's kind of cool. Bigfoot the artist. He's actually based out of the Seattle area, but he's also been known to work down in San Francisco. His website is bigfoot1.com. See, his style is very kind of street style, but he's also works on skateboards and stuff. You can see the mountains of Seattle back there. Very cool. Once again, an artist inspired by cryptozoology. Here are some cryptid toys. The Bigfoot toy is actually from Fisher-Price, and he has a range of emotions: happy, sleepy, and angry. And he has different facial expressions. His eyebrows will actually move depending on which button you hit, and he has a ball that you can play with. The remote control Nessie that you see on the right there has motorized flippers. His front flippers there will actually move, and he can be propelled in the water up to 5 miles per hour. So that's pretty good. He has a range of about 60 feet. And I put this photo in. This is the famous surgeon's photo from Loch Ness. It's often cited as the most famous photo of Loch Ness. more or less been exposed as a fake. And the going theory is that they put a little toy submarine into Loch Ness, and then they stood back and they shot the picture. So with the remote control Nessie, you might be able to recreate those conditions, but if you do, we'll find out about it and we'll bust you on it. So that is cryptids and culture, and basically the point of the presentation is that cryptozoology has influenced movies and music and art and sports teams and mascots, and generally the communities that know of cryptids in their surroundings tend to embrace them, and they try not to be, not something to be feared or loathed or hunted, but more something to be respected and enjoyed. So that's really something that is key to our organization. We try and spread awareness and education about cryptozoology, and we encourage everybody to take a look definitely at any library. This one in particular has a section with cryptozoological books upstairs, sort of near the UFOs and stuff. We have a number of different books and items over here on the table that you're welcome to check out. There's newspaper articles. There's actual footprint casts of the Bluff Creek Bigfoot prints from California. There's an orang pendek cast over there. There's a couple different drawings, and there's a few more up here. So check it out. Take a brochure if you don't already have one. Thanks a lot for coming. Really appreciate it. And we'd like to thank the West Vancouver Museum and the West Vancouver Memorial Library for having us.